Zelete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. These maths don't add up. We're expecting that if anybody will reject this thing, there is somebody in this Ecowas block that should not even think about it, because you can't be the head and reject it. Ecowas chairperson also rejecting ECO, the maths don't add up. The current report says Sierra Leone and Gambia also joined Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, saying whatever they call ECO, wherever it came from, it must just remain there. They don't want to have anything to do with ECO. But Julius Maada Bio was the former ECOWAS chairperson, and we expect that if anybody at all will reject ECO, Julius Maada Bio should be the person that will accept ECO. They sat down and drew the plans and saw how beautiful things are going to roll out. But there is nobody who wants that currency called ECO. And why is it that they know very well that their members did not accept the currency called ECO before they came out announcing? Is it that Ouattara didn't do the math, didn't consult the other leaders before he made the announcement? If you can tell the whole world that by 2027, we are launching the currency called ECO, and now we have member states rising to reject the currency, it means there was no proper consultation. That's what people are saying. If there's proper consultation, you would know that these countries are not in support of ECO. So for that matter, the rollout should be something slow until all these member states agree before. Because when you look at the things that they are citing, everybody is saying this currency called ECO is still the same CFA franc. So why should we rename it? We are fighting for total freedom because we are being controlled. This CFA is controlled in Paris. Now we want to have our own currency so we can control to take charge, control the inflation and everything. If you are giving us a currency that is still pegged to euro, it means it's still the same rebranding. People are even asking why the announcement should be made in the presence of Emmanuel Macron. It tells us that Ecowas, that organization, is like there's some kind of cracks. If you do not have these cracks in this organization, we shouldn't be having all these things. After announcing to the whole world and people are praising, waiting for the ECO to come, even though we know that it's not all the member states that met the criteria. And the criteria has been the reason to which this ECO has been in existence for about 30 years and it hasn't been launched. We only heard the name. And even with this, they said not all of them are still ready. But ECOWAS said they want to go ahead with this ECO. And people are asking again, why are they so in hurry to launch this ECO? It is dead on arrival.
Family health, oh. We just bought like this, that 2 more countries have just said no to the ECO. And yes, haha. It's hot. This currency will never exist, family. These are the Sierra Leone and the... They say that they will not use the CFA too. They will keep their change, yeah? They decided to join Guinea. Ghana and Nigeria they know very well. Although it is a fake currency, they know that this change there will not arrange them the conditions of this currency. There it does not suit them. While the man is struggling for monetary sovereignty, we'll take another colon to put behind us and then pilot our currency. It can't work in Africa. Still there, the new generation has open eyes. It can't work anymore. It can't work. These old people, there cannot make a decision. And it's going to work right now. Where Smile Luggage, it was before ACE that you joke there. It was before. Now we see Claire in everything. Before making whatever it is when you finish peeling on the canvas. There you will see that everyone will rally. It's not a debate, it's not a debate. It is indisputable. A president Paris it sees himself in 4 nights with his friend. And then we finish discussing all our fate. There is what you do by monopolizing power with weapons. But there are ideologies that can no longer work. Yes. There are ideas that can no longer work. You can't impose certain things on the population. Knowing that this generation is thinking, yes, it doesn't work anymore, is when you take up arms there and then you impose your dictatorship. There it can work. But there are many things that can no longer work. Currently there, Conan Eco say rather Emmanuel colonize Ouattara, yeah? It can't work here, guys, max sharing. And Sierra Leone decide to say no to the Eco as well. That's what it's all about.
Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided they want to have their own currency, controlled by themselves, that we have all the resources here. So why should we still hold on to the fiat currency, which is only printed in Paris or Washington, in foreign capitals, while we can have our own backed by rare assets like gold, like silver, like uranium, something that the world needs and can never do away with. Because with the fiat one, it is only the government that people trust and believe that it has value. Ecowas is in trouble. Things fall apart. And we are seeing Guinea-Conakry saying they want to have their own currency where they control it. The printing and everything should be done here. But with this ECO, everything is done in Europe. It is still pegged to Europe. Why should we have everything of African pegged to Europe? It should be this by their standard. It should not be our standard. These are the things that the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso saw, especially the Article 8 that I told you some French analysts brought out, telling us that it's still the same CFA franc in a very beautiful way. So whether it is ECO, it is CFA. If it is CFA, it is ECO. The only thing is they wanted to change the name, put things in order, push it out on the citizens, so we have the narrative that we have finally broken free from slavery or colonization. But people are so deep into finding things. So when they look through all the things, they realize that things are not adding up. You know, this is not the generation where we sit down and just listen to whatever that is said. Where we have people discussing this on TV and we only go by what we heard on TV. And this is our modern world. This is a digital world we are living. Anything at all you do, before you do it, people have already thought and done their research to bring us the true state. Why are they rejecting ECO? Why the announcement? That's what people want to hear. Why did they rush into announcing this ECO thing to the whole world? Now we are having people saying, I don't want it, I don't need it. You know, they are democratic leaders, you understand? So they should understand this diplomacy and all these things. If it should have happened in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, they would have pointed a finger and told us that, you know, when it comes to military leadership, they don't understand how things are. They want to do things in the military way. But it's like the opposite has happened in ECOWAS. ECOWAS is rather acting in a way that the military leaders themselves are not. Because before AES comes out with anything, the three nations have agreed. So it is Mali, it is Burkina, it is Niger that is speaking. But this one, Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara, who is the president of ECOWAS, came out and made a statement in the presence of Emmanuel Macron. And now the member states are saying they don't want to be part of it. Everybody is rejecting it. And more nations are coming in. We also saw that they sent Diomaye Faye to Mali. If you are looking for AES leaders to join, use your ECO and your own members are rejecting it. People are asking, will this be possible? Because your members should have been the ones that will be showing more interest to motivate the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to come. But what we are seeing currently is that these leaders are not even ready for their own things, their own projects. Yet they are traveling all the way to the Sahel states, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to tell them to come back. What is actually happening in ECOWAS concerning this their ECO business that everybody's running away from? We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves. from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Sierra Leone and in Gambia.